Hi friends, you welcome to Shyam Institute. We are discussing today's current affairs. Have a look at these key areas of today's current affairs. International Labour Day. Yeah, May 1st observed as International Labour Day, and in addition to this the Foundation Day of Maharashtra and Gujarat as well. So next, then in addition to this the 4 rural banks merge. We will discuss about this merger, and Vietnam War we discuss about, and cricket introduction in 2022 Asian Games. These are the headlines we have. In addition to this, then we will discuss some more additional points. Then moving forward with the first one, the important one, International Labour Day. So the International Labour Day, no need to get explained, no need to give us more and more explanation about this particular day. Everyone knows several movements were happened to fight for the rights of labor, and even today, like we are in 21st century now, even today a forced labor observed in several corners of the nation. So like if you observe like a few countries, then they are running under monarchy. So then sometimes like in any corner of the nation they may find this forced labor. So with the statistics, then if you observe, is a organization which fights or which regulates all the rules and regulations for this labor laws and labor rights, etc. The International Labour Organization, which is located in Geneva, Switzerland, then which is the organization which works for the fights, which works for the rights of the labor, and then which eliminates or which is against to the forced labor. There is a context here we have. And then the profits and poverty, the economics of forced labor. This is the report given by 27.6% of forced labor observed in the world nowadays. It's a present day for the 22-23 financial year. And then Global Slavery Index reported that around 11 crore forced labor observed in the world. So why I am giving all these statistics? You can assess the condition of labor, how they earn the how they move, how to spend the hard earned money, and then how to reach the present requirements. Then all these things, then you have to visualize. That's the reason that I'm focusing on these points. And then this particular in 1986 then in US a movement was raised. They asked for the 8 working hours a day. That was the first movement actually. But before this, in southern India, if you observe, then this particular movement was this particular labor movement was started in 1923. That is the same year of the Andhra Bank started. Andhra Bank was started by a freedom fighter, the well-known freedom fighter Bogaraju Pattabhi Sitaramaya. And then this 1986, they asked for US labor, that labor force asked for 8 working hours a day. But later in 1989, which day then they started that movement, then that day they recognized as May 1st recognized as a World International Labour Day. There is a context. That particular movement was raised in 1986, but it was observed in 1989. There is a context. So here, like the theme for the International Day for the 2025, social justice and decent work. Social justice and decent work is the theme for the May 1st, 2025. And then eShram portal is a portal introduced by the Ministry of Labour and Employment. eShram portal for the migrant workers, eShram portal. And then if you observe several things here, India's first labor movement museum, the person who involved in labor movements and those, their pictures and their plaques then introduced in that particular museum, that is located in Kerala we have. That is located in Kerala, very special one. Museum for labor, the persons who involved in the labor movements and those. And then the Controller and Auditor General, Controller and Auditor General, G.C. Murmu, he was appointed as the auditor for International Labour Organization 2023 as the auditor, external auditor. He employed as a external auditor for International Labour Organization in 2023, G.C. Murmu. Our president name as well Murmu, don't get confused. President name as well Murmu. Draupadi Murmu says, then this person is a G.C. Murmu. Okay, that is the point. It's CAG head, Control and Auditor General head. Then he appointed as a external auditor for International Labour Organization in 2023. There is a context. And then in addition to this, then you have to know some more points here. Like then this particular day also observed as the split of Bombay state. This particular Bombay state was splitted into Maharashtra as well as Gujarat during 1960-61. That was happened in 1960. So the Bombay state, based on the linguistic lines, it is divided into Maharashtra as well as Gujarat. Maharashtra and Gujarat in May 1st actually. So then in Maharashtrians, based on Maratha language, they divided. Gujarat state divided based on the Gujarati language. So then these were the part of Bombay state earlier, and then it split in 1960 as a Maharashtra state, Maratha spoken people, and then here Gujarat speaking people, then they turned into Gujarat. And then these Maharashtrians celebrate this May 1st as a Maharashtra Divas or Maharashtra Din, and these Gujaratis celebrate May 1st as a Gujarati Gaurav Divas. That is a point here. Moving to the next one, have a look at this one. The merger of the 4 regional rural banks. With the government's slogan, One Nation, with the government's slogan called One Nation, One Rural Bank. One Nation, One Rural Bank, One RRB, Regional Rural Bank. With this slogan, the government started merging all the excess regional rural banks located in different states. So likewise, they want to make 28 regional rural banks. Earlier these were 43 now. Earlier these were 43. They want to make 28. So in Andhra Pradesh we have 4 regional rural banks like Andhra Pragati Gramin Bank APGB, Andhra Pradesh Gramin Vikas Bank APGVB, Chaitanya Godavari Gramin Bank CGGB, and Saptagiri Gramin Bank, that is SGB. These 4 banks they merged and given a name called Andhra Pradesh Gramin Bank. Andhra Pradesh Gramin Bank is the new name given, and its headquarters will be at Amaravati. And then for all the banks, all the regional rural banks then which are going to merge, they should maintain an authorized capital of 2000 crores. That is a point here. And then the earlier mergers that if you observe, 2006 to 10, 196 regional rural banks, they became 82. 2013 to 15, they became 82 to 56. Onwards, they decreased from 56 to 43. At present, they became 43 to 28. That is the context here we have. So all we know, then the government share in this particular regional rural banks is like this. The shareholdings are 50 central government, 35% sponsored bank, and 15% state government. So 35% sponsored bank should give. Likewise, for this particular Andhra Pradesh Gramin Bank, the sponsored bank is Union Bank of India. Union Bank of India. This is the context. So authorized capital should be 2000 crores. What are the banks merged? Andhra Pragati Gramin Bank, whose headquarters is located at Kadapa. Andhra Pragati Gramin Vikas Bank, whose headquarters is located at Warangal. And Chaitanya Godavari Bank, Guntur headquarter, and then Saptagiri Gramin Bank, Chittoor is the headquarter. So these 4 banks merged as a Andhra Pradesh Gramin Bank. There is a context. Moving to the next one. Yes, a new appointment, new chief of NSAB, National Security Advisory Board. For this particular National Security Advisory Board, in this particular is a hottest context, like Pak and India is about to fight, almost in edge to fight. So in this moment, the government of India taken a decision to introduce National Security Advisory Board, the shuffle this particular National Security Advisory Board, and the ex-chairman of RA, Alok Joshi, they appoint as a chairman of this particular board, NSAB. And then very prominent persons they selected as members like Venkatesh Verma, CM Sinha, Manmohan Singh, and Rajan Rang and AK Singh. All these are commanders, lieutenant governors, and ex-defense related persons. All these became the members, and then he is the chairman for National Security Advisory Board. Who is the National Security Advisor? National Security Advisor is Ajit Doval. Ajit Doval. That is a person. Who is that person is the NSA, National Security Advisor. He is the National Security Advisor Board Chairman. So these people generally then they can give their suggestions and then possible suggestions with their out of their experience, because then they served more than 35 or 40 years. So then they can express, they can share their knowledge towards the development of the nation and then to get stand the nation at a front end. That's a point. Moving to the next one. Yes, Vietnam War. This Vietnam War was officially observed in between 1955 November 1st to 1975 April 30th. These many days this particular the civil war was happened in between among these three countries, Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia. These are, we know, Southeast nations, Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia. They fought for this North and South Vietnam. The North Vietnam is supported by Soviet Union. By that time it was USSR, and then North Vietnam again supported by China. USSR and China supported that North Vietnam, and South Vietnam supported by US as well as anti-communist groups. US as well as anti-communist groups. So finally this went to next extent, next level. That's why in 1965 then US enter into the picture with their military, but even it did not stop that particular fight. So finally in 1975 April 30 yesterday, yeah, the day till the day of 1975 they stopped, these three countries stopped fighting, stopped war, and then they joined, they moved towards they became the communist nations. North Vietnam group is a communist group and South Vietnam is an anti-communist group, that is US and then other countries, then anti-communist countries. So finally then these moved towards, these countries then showed interest towards communism or communist to become a communist nations. That is the context here we have. So that is all about this particular war, and this particular 1975 Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia stopped this conflict. This particular day completed 50 years. This particular year and date completed 50 years. That is a golden jubilee of a top year of Vietnam War. That is one 50th year. It's a golden jubilee function, golden jubilee year. And moving to the next one, yeah, next one, an important one, Sani Thomas. India's one of the prominent coaches of shooting. Then he passed away. A national shooting coach, very famous person, and then he is a recipient of Dronacharya Award 2001, and then international fame as well. And he worked as a coach for 19 years, and then he turned like the special persons like Abhinav Bindra, Rajvardhan Singh Rathod, and then here we have Gagan Narang, Vijay Kumar. All these shooters then were given coaching by this particular person, Sani Thomas. He passed away. And then here if you observe during 1993 to 2012 he was a coach for 19 years, and then he was a national champion, shooting champion in 1976. National shooting champion 1976. That's the one. So moving to the next one, electricity from waste. These plants are already then announced to introduce in Andhra Pradesh. The 4 plants in Nelluru, Kadapa, Karnulu and Rajahmundry. Already we have 2 existing plants then to convert waste to the electricity. One is at Visakhapatnam and other is at Guntur. Visakhapatnam and Guntur, these are producing around 16 megawatts per day, and like the plan to make this particular Kadapa, Karnulu, Nelluru and Rajahmundry 44 megawatts per day altogether. For these 4 plants they are expecting 44 megawatts per day. So that is the context, waste to electricity. So new plan is this one, and then they want to make a per day 2500 tons of waste to electricity, and an average each 600 tons of waste from each cluster. That is a point here we have. And then for Nellore project is the project is funded by, and the project is looked after by Jindal company. The government announced around 1100 crores for this particular project. 1100 crores for this particular project. Already existing plants or projects are at Vizag and Guntur, and the new at 4 places: Kadapa, Karnoolu, Nelluru and Rajamandri. That's the one. Moving to the next one, have a look at this astronauts of China. These astronauts safely landed at northern China, is almost province of Mongolia, Mongolian province. Then then they landed North China. They landed in North China, and the space station they stayed these many days. 6 months they stayed in the space station Tianyang, and then these three persons went there from China's astronauts, Tigers and Songling Dang, Wang Hapuse women. These two are male, and then they went in a spaceship called Shenzhou 19. Their spaceship is called Shenzhou 19, and 183 days they spent in space. Actually 183, 6 months, just 3 days above the 6 months. That's the context. Moving to the next one, cricket at 2026 Asian Games. So this is not the first time introducing cricket in Asian Games. Earlier in 2010, 2014 and 2023 they introduced cricket in Asian Games, and this is in 2025 game will be the fourth time. So 2025 will be the 2026. Next will be the 2026 will be the fourth time, third time, second time and first time. That is the context here we have. So here, like if you observe this particular 2026 event will be conducted in Aichi, Nagoya of Japan. So here they are going to introduce cricket. They may ask question like then in which of the following Asian Games, which year Asian Games, or which of the following games recently announced to get introduced cricket. They may ask like that. And even in 2028 Los Angeles as well, the Olympics, then they are going to get introduced cricket as well. That is the context, but then try to remember this one is important one. Suddenly then they will ask Asian Games. And then moving to the next one, a doping ban. Jannik Sinner is a Italian tennis player. Jannik Sinner is a Italian tennis player. Recently he was banned. Italian tennis player. Recently he was banned from a tennis event, and by May 4th he will released from that particular ban. 2025 May 4th he will be released from this particular ban. 3 months of ban incurred on him by WADA. WADA stands for World Anti-Doping Agency. WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency, which is located at Montreal, Canada. Present president is Witold Banka. Witold Banka is a present president of WADA. He belongs to Poland. And NADA is a National Anti-Doping Agency of India. The president of this particular one is Ashish Bhargava, which is located in New Delhi. There is a point here we have. And like International Tennis Integrated Agency banned him for 3 months, but that was applied by the WADA, banned for 3 months, and which will be cleared by the May 4th. That's a point. What is the name of the person? Jannik Sinner. Then this person banned by International Tennis Integrated Agency and WADA by 3 months. Okay, that will release on May 4th of 2025. They may ask the country of this particular person. Country is Italian player, Italian tennis player. That's one. And then WADA president is Witold Banka. He is from Poland. That's a point. Moving to the next one. The national record set at this particular event was a relay event, athletes relay event, which was happened at Chandigarh national relay championship, which was held at the 7th sector complex of Chandigarh. And then here like the Gurvinder Veer Singh, Animesh, Manikanta, Amlan, 4 members, 100 meters, 4 by 100 meters event. They created a record and they have achieved this particular race in a 38.69 seconds. That is 38.69 seconds, 38 seconds or 39 we can make, because after decimal point is 6, so we can make it a 38.69, 39 we can make. But here like this one 39, if you make 39 then the difference may come. So 38.69. Earlier record was there on 38.89 seconds. See then, look at that one, 38.89 earlier record. These 4 people broke that record, a 15 years back record. Then these 4 persons broke that particular record. That's a special thing here. So where it was happened? Chandigarh. So then here like a 15 years record created by Shamir, Qureshi and Rahmatullah and Suresh. These 4 members created the record in 2010 Commonwealth sport, but this was broken by these 4 persons. That is the point. Athletic race, anyways, like race means athletic championship. And women category, then we are very familiar with this person Gandhe. This woman Nitya Gandhe, she is Nitya Gandhe. She got 2 gold medals in Federation Cup Kochi, in Kochi. This was conducted in Kochi. Then in that particular event she got 2 gold medals same month. And now at present in this particular Chandigarh relay there is 4 women, Nitya Gandhe, Sarvani and then Abhinaya, Sneha. These 4 in a 4 by 100 meter event, then they created record. They completed this one in 44.12 seconds. 44.12 seconds. The men's team record 38.69 seconds. That is the one. So then that is a context here we have. That is a national record. That's why then we discussed one. Athletics championship. Yeah. These are current affairs for the day. We will meet in the next session with the continuation of this one. Thank you and all the best.